So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. So, so Massacre 6, Kill TD, and TBL day one last night. It definitely was what I expected. It definitely was what I expected. I'm not even gonna act like it wasn't. It was given what I expected. It was. It was giving exactly what I expected. Like it's a couple of battles that was on the card that I've seen their names, but I've never watched a battle from them. So like it kicked off with Tusabe and Lefty. Now, mind you, Tusabe and Lefty, that battle was listed on the. I think it was the that was supposed to kick off either day one or day two. But it seemed like they did these two. They did Tusabe versus Lefty and Stretch versus GK. Must have been Friday night when they did the face offs because they were outside. It looked like in front of the hotel or something like that. That's what it looks like. You know, that's what it looks like in like the like watching the video. That's what it looks like. Um, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. Um, so make sure we good. Make sure my stream is good. So first battle of the night: Tusabe versus Lefty. Never seen or heard of Tusabe or Lefty. Tusabe had a bunch of lefty flips. That's basically what his rounds was. Like lefty flips. They were predictable. Lefty broke down Tusabe's name, so I guess Tusabe had a different name before, and then he changed it to Tusabe. That's what I got from the right one of the rounds because that's what Lefty mentioned. Tusabe was saying that this was basically his last choice. I guess he's saying as far as like Lefty being the opponent, I guess he wanted somebody else. Um, Tusabe also talked about how Lefty was being punked by some other battler or whatever. Don't really know too much to the story with that, but it wasn't. He did mention it. Um, their battle was cool. I gave Lefty the second. I gave Tusabe the third. Whoever you gave the first one between Tusabe and Lefty, it was an okay battle. If this was a chance, like Tusabe represented TBL, and I'm guessing Lefty was um represented for KOTD. So if this is incoming new talent that you guys are trying to push, um, they're both okay. They're okay. I think they can get better. They definitely can get better. I'll say that. I think they could definitely get better. Um, Next battle ended up being Stretch versus GK. Now GK, I know who that is. I know who that is. So going into this battle, I'm like, all right. Once I saw the picture, I'm like, oh, I know who son is. So I'm like, all right, he gonna go do his numbers. He did just that. Like, don't get me wrong, Stretch was rhyming, but he was just rhyming. He wasn't rhyming, really saying anything. Nothing, nothing really worth quoting. He was just rhyming. Like, that's about it. I give it some. Stretch was funny. He has some funny moments in his round, but it's nothing that I'm like, oh, I want to see him again. Like, I can't say that in regards to Stretch. Um, Now GK did have stretch bars, but they were good ones. He had GK is hella aggressive. That's like the first thing you notice when you hear him start to rap. Hella aggressive. He mentioned Stretch changing his name also. So I don't know what his name was before either. Um, but GK's that third round was his best round. He caught a 30. He caught a 30 on Stretch. I would, and GK was repping TBL. Like, he definitely represented very well for TBL. If we gonna be honest, he repped very well for TBL. He did. Um, so I look forward to who GK battles next. Like, get that man some real competition. Get that man some real competition because Stretch was a walkthrough. That was a walkthrough. Um, then when we finally got into the actual card, Pepe versus E Farrell was the first actual battle as far as the card. Now, mind you, I've seen Pepe E Farrell's name for years. For years, I just never watched a battle with either one of them. I just never like took the time to watch a battle with either one of them. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of both now. Like E Farrell can combine the being funny, but being like having bars though. Like he knows how to be funny, but bar you with it. So that was good. Pepe's just a bar type of guy, raps very well. Um, to me, E Farrell's best round was his third. That was his best round for me. Um, Pepe did a lot of rebuttaling. Like he rebutted, I believe, to start his second, and the rebuttal was cool. It was cool. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was cool though. Um, like Pepe's rebuttals were cool. Like I don't think he had to rebuttal though. It's just my opinion. I don't think he had to rebuttal on some things. Like they had a good back and forth battle. For anybody who wasn't like necessarily familiar with Ether or Pepe, like I wasn't, like that's a way to kick off an event other than like GK doing his numbers as far as like the two undercard battles. And salute to KOTD TBL for showing the first two on YouTube because they did. So salute to them for that. Um, I had E Farrell 2-1. I had E Farrell 2-1, but in a good back and forth battle. a very good back and forth battle. I definitely would look forward to seeing Efero and Pepe on another card. Um, Next battle was Excel and Chef Trez. Um, that was a good battle. That was a good back and forth battle. Like, we know Chef Trez gonna get in there. He gonna have three of them things. He gonna freestyle. He's right. Um, Excel, he's gonna get in there and just rap very well. Um, but I believe he rebutted during the battle too. Um, I gave it to Trez 2-1. I had Chef Trez 2-1. I had round three being Chef Trez's best round. Um, XL did try to rebuttal. He tried to rebuttal, and it kind of fell flat. It did kind of fall flat though. Um, like Trez and his rebuttals for the second, like how he kicked off his second was crazy. Um, that was a good back and forth battle. Um, yeah, I got Trez 2-1, but great back and forth battle. If you can watch Excel and Chef Trez back again, go watch that battle. Good back and forth battle. I'm not mad if anybody said Excel. I'm not. Gave it to Excel too, But I just feel like Trez won it. That's just the best way to say it. Um, um, Next battle was Mike P versus Real Deal. Now, mind you, we haven't seen Mike P in a minute. We haven't seen Mike P in a minute. So it's like you you wonder, is Mike P gonna be Mike P that is gonna have a great showing? Is he gonna have ring rust for not battling for so long? In my opinion, Mike P had a solid performance versus Real Deal. Him and Real Deal had a great back and forth battle. Great back and forth battle. Um, I had Real Deal 2-1. Real Deal 2-1. Like Real Deal he was in there talking to Mike P. He was. He was in there talking to Mike P. We not gonna act like he wasn't. Like Mike P was rapping very, very good. Very, very good for a person that ain't battle rapped in a minute. Mike P did very, very well. But Real Deal's his third. Real Deal's third, like, was like Real Deal usually has a let me talk to him type third, and he gave Mike P one of those. Um, I have that as my battle of the night. I have Mike P and Real Deal as my battle of the night. I'm not mad if somebody tells me Excel versus Chef Trez is their battle of the night. I would like they both were solid back and forth performances. No, nothing one sided, so I wouldn't be mad at that. Um, I'm happy seeing Real Deal. Like after seeing Real Deal battle Kid Chaos as far as URL's Nexus, you know, I like when I get to see Real Deal like consistently. Now to see him on Mass 6 versus Mike P, and another good showing. So I look forward to whoever Real Deal battles next. Mike P. I know I've seen on Twitter about you and Z the Dropout, because I know Easy was saying he was trying to get you to battle Foster Trenches. If it's you versus Z the Dropout, I'm all for it. I'm all for it after the performance you just had with Real Deal. You know, I had question marks saying that you haven't battle rapped in a moment, in a minute, like in a minute. So you always wonder, you know. Now, granted, he's up to date on like the current stuff that's going on in battle rap. He blogs too. So it's like it's not like he's not in tune. But being in tune with battle rap and actually having to rap is not the same. So hopefully Mike P versus Zeta Dropout happens sometime this year before the year's out. I'm hoping for us the trenches. I'm hoping for us the trenches it happens. Because Easy said he was going to try to set it up. You know, he was, I think Mike P was supposed to battle somebody else, but it fell through or whatever. So I'm all for it. Like Mike P's always been able to rap. He's always been able to rap. It's just I don't know what it is that we went from seeing Mike P to not seeing Mike P. You know, so hopefully this means he's back in the swing of things. A War versus the Saurus. I'm gonna say this now. Anybody else you can chime in and tell me if it was just me. The Saurus round seemed hella short. The Saurus round seemed hella short to me. They seem very short compared to A Wars rounds. Like I don't know what the time limits were. The time limits were, but his rounds seemed hella short all three. That was like by the time, kind of like by the time he started rapping and he rapped for a little bit, he was in the round. That's how it felt. That's how it felt watching the battle. Then I'm like, whoa, yo, why is his round so short? Like, I don't know if he wrote straight whatever the time limit was, or he just stopped short each round. I don't know what it is, which is a little mind boggling for me because this is A Ward. This is A Ward. So if I had 3 minutes to write for A Ward, I'm writing to the end. My battle of the night was Mike P and Real Deal. Mike P and Real Deal was my battle of the night. Followed by Chef Trends and Excel. So that would be like the two best battles. Um, A War quarter 30 on Thesaurus. Like it was nothing Thesaurus could do with A War. Like like I thought he would have had a little bit more. Especially and it's like when you go up against somebody who could freestyle and rebuttal, it's a little bit harder because no matter what you say, they may be able to take it and rebuttal it and freestyle. And A-War was able to do that with a lot of things. So tough. A-War caught a 30. A-War caught a 30. He had a dominant performance versus the Source. And you can, if you watch the battle, you see in the Source face that he was getting upset. Like it seemed like toward the end of the second round and the third round when A War was rapping, he was saying he was rapping, you see the Source face kind of like change. So it's like, uh, is it really hitting him like that? But like that's probably like the second Thesaurus battle I've watched. Probably the second. Like he's cool, but If his thing is short rounds, then it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. He can not battle then, or limited battling if that's however that works for him. Um, then we got to 40 bars versus Sharon. Both of their first rounds were really, really good. Were really, really good. Um, First round was really debatable because it's like really like ugh. So it's like I can understand a person. I can understand a person saying Sharon 30, and I can understand somebody saying Sharon 2-1 because you gave 40 the first. So it really depends. We'll say Sharon 32-1. All depends on whether you gave 40 the first round. That first round was like, ugh. It was like, ugh. It really was. That first round was really like, oh my gosh. And then like 40 choked the second round. 40 choked the second round. Like, I don't know what it was that kind of like messed her up because she was rapping and then I don't know what it was that kind of like it seemed like something switched and like her or even her mind went blank and she could not get it back together. And you could see that she's like moving around trying to track it, get it back, and she couldn't. So we can say 1-1, 1-1 going into the third. 40's third. No, Sharon got the third. So even if you say Sharon 2-1 and you gave him the second and the third, and you gave 40 the first, that would be Sharon 2-1. Or some people might have gave Sharon the first round. That first round for 40 and Sharon is like this. It's like this. So I can understand a Sharon 30 or Sharon 2-1. Either way, Sharon won the battle. 40 choking is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, because she just had a solid 3 rounder with First Lady Flames. She just had a solid 3 rounder with First Lady Flames. So I think a lot of us, most of us, was thinking that she got through that flawless. She ain't had no hiccups with that battle. That was like, oh, she's going to battle Sharon. She's going to be prepared. She's going to be on her A game. And then she chose, and it's just like, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. And it's like, I knew it. I knew if she choked, how this was going to go. When we talk about like Twitter and social media and the culture, how this was going to go. So it went exactly how it goes with everybody. She choked. Um, I think Zan said that she could beat 40. They went back and forth a little bit on Twitter with that because 40 clearly told Zan that battling you does nothing for me. Like, and I know Zan's coming from the competitive nature part of it when saying she can beat 40. Granted, 40 did choke, but unless it's just a competitive thing, I don't see the need for 40 versus Zan to happen. I don't see the need for it. Like, other than like competitiveness or like if it was like how Midnight Madness had money on the floor type situations, then I might could understand it. But aside from that, I don't see a need in 40 bars battling Zayn. And this is no diss to Zayn. I've liked Zayn's performances since coming back. I have. They battled already. Chirac and 40 already battled. If you go put this on Chirac and 40 battled on TBL for Shark Tank. If you put Chirac in versus 40 in, it'll pop up. They've already battled. So I would I don't see the need of a Zayn and 40 battle. Other than a competitive like money on the floor type situation. Like Midnight Madness. Other than that, I agree with 40. It does nothing for her battling Zayn. Other than battling another name that you know. But competitive nature, yeah, I get it. I get saying she could beat her. But the masses don't feel that way. Don't feel that way. Like it would be more so a one-sided situation. Like if Zan were to beat 40, it's Zan beat 40. That would be the headline with that. Zan beat 40 would be the headline. But if 40 beats Zan, it's just another day in the office. Zan was somebody that 40 should have beat. You see the difference in that one? That's the difference in that. Will somebody probably try to book it? Yes. I'm pretty sure Easy may try to book it for the churches. Unless, like true folks say, unless it's a lucrative situation, I don't see 40 bars versus Zan happening. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I'm sorry. I just don't see it happening. Um, I just don't. I don't see it happening. If we being honest, I don't see it happening. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. If we can be real and be honest. Um, it's unfortunate because of the situation of Mass Six that 40 choked because that was a great battle. Great battle, great opponent, card with some history. And if I'm not mistaken, is this 40's KOTD debut? Because I don't think she's been on KOTD before. I could be wrong. You know, a lot of times I look at the battles, but I'll forget like who's league on some of them. So it's like it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, you know. Sharon went and did what he was supposed to do. You know, you win some, you lose some. That's the best way to sum that up. You win some, you lose some. And unfortunately, it wasn't a good day in the office for Team 40. It wasn't a good day yesterday. But 40 has New Jersey Twerk next month for Kings versus Queens Madness for URL. So, do I think 40 is going to tighten up and try to take it out on New Jersey Twerk? Yes. I think. I hope. Because that would be my game plan. That would be my game plan. If I just fucked up the bag and the opportunity for Sharon and Mass 6, if I just fumbled and messed that up, I got New Jersey Twerk next month on URL. I can't go in there and get killed. I can't have back-to-back losses if I'm 40. Nope. No. You can't have back-to-back losses. Not to people like Sharon at New Jersey Twerk. You can't do it. You can't do it. Because no sooner as you lost yesterday, no sooner as you lost yesterday, I saw a lot of people on Twitter automatically jump and say 40 needs to retire. 40 needs to retire. I don't know if her choking yesterday warrants me to say 40 needs to retire. I don't think it does for me. It doesn't warrant for me to tell 40 bars she needs to retire. It just doesn't. Like, she lost. She lost. And she'll tell you she lost. But I guess for her, because she is still 40 bars, when you have other battlers just feeling as though they can tweet her or whatever and say, I beat you, basically because you just had a bad night. It's like, did you feel that way before she choked and she lost that battle? Was your energy the same then? And this is not solely directed at Zan, because I like Zan's approach to it. Like, even though 40 was saying that it does nothing for her, Zan was going to have more of a competitive nature with it. But it's still, eh, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It won't. It don't make sense as of now. It don't make sense. That's just what it is. It doesn't make sense. Um, and then we had, it was supposed to have been Paz versus New Jersey Twerk. Was scheduled for day one. And it's still happening, but did not happen on day one. It's happening on day two because New Jersey Twerk missed his flight. And Anwar was there. Anwar was there yesterday. But Paz versus New Jersey Twerk didn't happen day one as scheduled. It's going down today, day two. Twerk missed his flight. Going down today. Um, so that's another battle added to day two. We got into Geechee versus Marv 1. The battle was cool. It was okay. It was okay at best. It was okay at best. Like, one of the best parts to come out the battle was I got rid of more bricks quicker than ARP. That was the viral bar of that battle from March 1. Like, that was the bar that everybody was talking about. Everybody was talking about that bar. You know, I have Marv 121. Marv 121. And I said going into this battle, when I did my predictions, I said Geechee needed to have a good performance because Geechee, you got Miss Hustle next month for URL's Kings versus Queens Madness. And then you come bullshit playing versus Marv 1. Like, you was just lackadaisical in this battle, bro. Freestyling. I don't makes me think you really didn't write for Marv 1. That's how I feel. I don't think you really wrote for him. I don't. I don't really think you wrote for him like that. I think you had some bits and pieces that made your first round. I think it was your second you did a lot of freestyling in. And then your third. You had a nice summer for your third and you probably whatever. You need to get back on your shit. Geechee. Like, the last good Geechee performance. What was the last good Geechee performance? He did okay with Loso. He did okay with Coffee. Before then, what was it? What was it? Mook? Was it Mook or Serious? Like whoever. Like name me the last good Geechee Gotti performance. For me, I might go as far back to say versus Bad News. That like he really had like the hunger that he really had like the hunger and really was in there really talking that talk. And it seemed like he was comfortable, prepared, engaged, and all that really in the battle. I want to say the last battle like that for Geechee was Bad News. Like him and Coffee was a just let me get this tea off. We not besties no more type situation. So that battle was just like, yeah, whatever. Then he battled Loso, and I think he gave Loso like bare minimum. He gave Loso like bare minimum. He had Joey Linwood somewhere in that mix of battles too, and it was just like, yeah, with the material. That even with the Joey Linwood battle, it seemed like he gave Joey Linwood like throwaways. That's what it came across as. So it's like, will the real Geechee please stand up? Can I have your attention? Will the real Geechee Gotti please stand up? Because Geechee, no, with some of these battles, he can go in there 70% half assing and win them or make them debatable. We not gonna cap, we not gonna lie, we not gonna front. It's the truth. Geechee can half ass it 70%, make it debatable or win versus some people. He go do that versus Miss Hustle next month on URL for Kings versus Queens Madness, and it's gonna get nasty for him. It's gonna be bad for him because you don't go just half assing or being average. Like, granted, Geechee got his Geechee got. We gonna like he is. So I'm like for certain people when I see them on a when I see them on a card, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm gonna get. He gonna go in there, he gonna have this type of talk with him. Go in there, he gonna joke about this. He might freestyle a little bit. Then he's gonna get into use a bitch. Like, and he's gonna really have certain conversations with certain battlers. So it's like the last couple of battles for me for Geechee have been just like eh. Like I'm watching him because he's Geechee Gotti. He's Geechee Gotti, so why would I not watch it? But at the same time, do I think the last few battles since Bad News have been here? No, they've been like here. They've been like here since the Bad News battle. They've been like here, and it's just like as a fan, it's like bro, it's like bro, Ichi. Like I just knew you was gonna have an A1 performance because this part I think this the only battle you have before you have Hustle. Before you have Miss Hustle. So I'm like, all right, his last few battles have been here. So I'm like, maybe he's not all the way here with Mark One. But I'm like, even if he's like here, it's better than what we've been seeing in the last few battles. So to watch it, and then he's not even here, it's more so still like here. I'm I'm just like, okay, at this point. it's I'm just like, okay, at this point, I don't know what else to it's like it was an okay battle. It was Marv won 2-1. Then the main event. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Grown man boss is something he gotta deal with. No matter how many of those fabricated lines he spit, it ain't gonna equal up to this real shit. T Rex, beloved. Like, T Rex went in there and gave one of those performances that make the fans be like, yeah, that's my legend right there. Like, granted, T Rex is always a legend, but sometimes you question like the hunger, you question like the performances. But last night, T Rex was on his fucking job. Energy delivery, bars, bar of the night. Some about I don't even know the bar. Some about scratch my I don't know the bar, but it went viral. He had performance of the night. He had bar of the night. Like, this is Rex we talking about here. Rex has been solid in his last two battles, which was what easy. So he had easy rum and chess, especially chess. Him and Rex and chess was one of those. Rex and chess was one of those. Like, and I think Rex also took this serious because Chilla said that Rex was like, I think he said Rex was one of his favorites. Like, so that's a different level of respect right there. And it's like Rex knew. I'm gonna say it. Rex knew if he went in there bullshitting and had a half-ass performance, he knew the battle rap community was gonna wow that man up. The battle rap community was gonna wow T Rex up if he came in there half-assing. We like, come on. He know he's been like he just was at the trenches. He just watched King win that 10K. He was at the trenches. He saw those battles. So it's like these young niggas is rapping. Even the old niggas was rapping. So it's like now you Rex being a legend, you're in front of one of the best writers, one of the best pens in battle rap, and Chilla. But it's like Chilla writes very well, writes very well, raps very well, but lacks energy and performance. Rex raps very well, deliveries very well, has a great delivery, has performance, has energy, performs very well. When Rex took his hat off and slammed it, you you already knew it was one of those. Like come on. He knew the assignment and how much going in there and completing the mission was a big deal. It was a big deal. It was. It was a big deal. He had to go in there and have a solid 3 rounds with Chilla. He had to. He beat Chilla. He beat Chilla. Chilla has some good. He has some good bars. Mind you, Chilla hasn't battled in what his last battle was it? Is either Vixen Assassin or somebody off of TBO. That was his last battle. So with that being the case, Chilla hasn't battled in probably what, maybe a year, some months, maybe some months or whatever. Because this last URL battle was Klutz, and that's probably like a year ago. So that's why I'm like, Chilla might have won or made it debatable with anybody else, but it's so many more things other than rapping that that some battlers don't understand. Y'all all rap. You all rap and you rap. Most of y'all. Let me clarify that. Cause you all rap. You all rap. Some just rap better than others. You rap better than others. You perform better than others. Your delivery's better than others. Your keenness is better than others. You have more moments than others. So this was a prime example with this battle of if you solely rely on the bars, you're not always going to win the battle. And we're not going to act like Chilla didn't have some good bars. He had some good bars. But it's still the same, we could say the same critiques, the same nitpick, that it's still kind of drawn out. It's drawn out. It's quicker than it was, but it's not like it's not rapid. It's not rapid. It's not rapid. That is like the way Rex raps is like, and and he moving and he slamming his head, and I'm over here and I'm talking to them, and I'm here and I'm talking to them, and I'm over here. Like Rex just gives the whole experience when he raps. That's why when a lot of these top tiers say it's more to battling and battle rap than just writing it, pinning it, writing it very well, there are other things that matter. There are other things that matter. Now, Chilla did try to like up his pace at points when he was rapping. He did. But and then he tried to do some performance with it. But it's cool. That's not he said, and if you watch the face off with him and T Rex, he said he would have to try something new this battle. Performing, being a performer, having performance is not everybody's strong suit. And it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine if that's not your strong suit. Because for Chilla, performance is not his strong suit. He's not called Kingpin and labeled as one of the best pins in battle rap because of performance. He's labeled those things because he can write it very well and rap it very well. And for Chilla, that might be just what he got to hold on to. And that's perfectly fine. Granted, Chilla has come back and revamped his style again. He has. He's came back and revamped his style again. But it's not to the point where he's boom, 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 like rapid. It's not rapid. And with how Chilla raps, I don't know if it ever will be rapid. It may never be rapid. He raps very well with his style. I like the revamped style more than the before style, but it's still not. It's not compact enough. I, that might be the best way I can say it right now. It's not. It's not like compact enough that it's just like I can tie this thought with this thought quicker because it's still a little long-winded, drawn out, and maybe that will always be a critique for Chilla. But Chilla is an amazing writer. Keep doing what you're doing, Chilla, because day one, success. Success. Minus 40 at her choke. Mass day one was a success. It was. It's a success. Hold on 1 second. Be ready for the game when it comes on. Alright. So, like, day one, Mass, KOTD, TBL, success, minus 40 choking. Minus 40 choking. Day one was a success. It was a success. Um, I'm gonna do a quick predictions with day two, real quick. Quick predictions with day two for Maz. Starting at the bottom, we got Emerson Kennedy versus City Towers. City Towers, you're coming off a battle where you chose. I hope your preparation is A1. It's A1 okay in this battle. You cannot afford to have another battle where you mess up in it. You can't. You can't afford it. You can't afford to have another bad battle. If we being honest, you can't afford another bad battle. You just choked in whatever that battle was. I don't even know who you battled, but you can't afford to have back-to-back battles where you choke or you don't finish your 3 rounds, and then the fact that you was trying to call somebody out and you were choking in your last battle. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, you are a dope battler. So it's like, I need to see the City Towers I know that can rap. Not the one that's, I don't know what it is, the half assing or whatever it is that you're doing, but it's not working. It's not working. It's not working for me. You need to get it back. Get it together. That's the best way I can say it. You need to get it together. Emerson Kennedy. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Emerson Kennedy can rap his ass off. He don't get the credit for it. He don't get the credit for how dope he is either. Like, if we keep it in 100, Emerson Kennedy don't get credit for how dope he is. How well he raps. Like, he don't get credit for these things. Like, let's talk about some of the last battles that Emerson Kennedy has had. J Mills. He battled J Mills. Ill Will. So J Mills was on his channel for YouTube. Yeah, Emerson versus J Mills was on Emerson's YouTube channel. He battled Ill Will for RBE Full Circle. He battled Eunice for MS5. And I think recently, even after that, he's had another battle. He had another battle after battling Eunice at MS5. Because I think he left right after the battle to go to that battle. And then now he got City Towers. Like, we know how fickle and everything battle rap is. You're only as good as your last battle and your last showing. Like, win, lose, or draw, when we talk about Emerson Kennedy's last showings, he had 3 solid rounds. He had 3 solid rounds. City Towers didn't. I don't know how much of that material he got through, but they were saying he was choking. It was bad. It was bad, they were saying. You know? Like, if I got a pick, I'm going Emerson to beat City Towers. That's who I'm picking. I'm picking Emerson. You got Clone versus Death the Kid. Death the Kid's last battle, I seen the last two I've seen. Him versus Excel, far as RVE, and then him versus Ryder, far as I battle. Two solid battles that he had three solid rounds in both battles, rapped very well, punches very well. Clone's last two battles, Shotgun Suge, New Jersey Twerk, won both. The more and more we see, like, Clone's getting these names and he's not on URL. Like, he got his own league and some of these. And he's coming up on World War II, going down in October. So, Clone keeps improving and improving and improving. I'm missing a battle because he battled when it was like the trenches versus bullpen too. I want to say he was on that too. So, like, Clone gets better as the level of competition he battles. He gets better. So, and I saw him and Truffaut having a conversation. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a battle that could potentially happen in the future. I'd be here for it if that were the case. If that were the case, that'd be a battle I want to see. Clone versus Truffaut, whether it's on TOS, whether it's on Wartown, whether it's on Bullpen, or maybe if they did like Bullpen versus TOS. Potentially, that could be if they want league versus league with it. But that's a battle I'd be here for. I'd be here for that battle. Um, um, I'm gonna say debatable. I'm gonna say debatable with Clown and Death the Kid. Both of them have done very well in their last battles, so it's kind of hard for me to say. I think depending on I don't know. I'm just gonna say debatable for now. Danny Myers versus Elijah Straight. Danny's last battle also was a battle on Bullpen. That's the last Danny battle I saw. And he was doing his numbers. Threw his hat in the crowd. They threw it back to him. Like, Danny, bar god, raps very well, freestyles, a lot of energy, good performance. Elijah Straight, they like to call him Baby Rump. Punches very well. Last Straight battle I watched, I think it was an Eminence battle. I want to say it was an Eminence battle. Was the last one I saw. Yeah, I want to say it was an Eminence battle, and that's the last one I saw. Um, so let me think. Um, I got that being debatable too, because that's another battle that can go either way. It can go either way. Um, Yoshi G versus Shay Rack. Like, salute to Shay Rack. She got the announcement for Prom Night 2 versus Jerry West. She's battled 40. She battled Tony Blanco. Like, Shay Rack's like doing her numbers, making a name for herself. You know? I'd definitely like to see where she ends up on the Wody list. I would like to see that, you know. I think she's had some solid battles. She's had some solid battles. Yoshi G, only battle recently that she's had is the Asha Moore battle with the controversy, with the time limit, with that. But aside from that, she had a solid performance with that battle. She did. Um, uh, I'm gonna lean toward Yoshi in that one. I'm gonna lean with Yoshi on that one. Real Sick and Charlie Clips. Real Sick get in there and getting these different the rapid flow. Like it's crazy. Sometimes he gotta pace himself with that. But aside from that, like he's in there rapping. If you battle Will Sick, you gotta be in there ready to rap with him. You can't go in there playing with him. Charlie Clips coming off the win versus Easy at the trenches. I think Charlie Clips had a point to prove with Easy. With Easy thinking he's the guy, you know. And it's not wrong with that because Easy doing this numbers, he's doing this thing. But Clips had to remind Easy that I'm not I'm not the just a legend. Like these are the reasons why I'm a legend. Like when Clips takes the time to write and freestyles less and is really focused in the battle, that's a deadly thing for anybody who's gotta face Charlie Clips. And if Charlie Clips come in there the same way, same manner, being prepared for Real Sick the same way he prepared for Easy, that battle is going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those. Like I can't really pick a winner in that either. I hate to say debatable again, but I'm going to say debatable. You know, Frack and John John. I don't know. I don't think there's a story behind it. You know, I'm going John John. I'm going John John. Um, pass and twerk. Pass and twerk. That is my. That was supposed to be my battle of the night for day one. Now with it being on day two, I have pass and twerk being battle of the night along with Big K and Tay Rock being battle of the night. Performance of the night is probably going to end up being rock, twerk, rock, twerk, or we'll pick a third. Rock, twerk, or John John. I'm gonna say John John. Rock, twerk, or John John. Big K could depend on his how he is in this battle. One of those four for performer of the night. Um, I can't even pick a winner with pass and twerk because that they both are just so dynamic and just what they do. So it's like the fans win with that battle. The fans win with Pass versus New Jersey Twerk. Both of them on their A games, but it's like Twerk is electrifying when he does the madness. So it's like I don't know. I don't know. Could he have an electrifying situation kind of like T Rex did versus Chilla? Because Pass is kind of in the same boat as Chilla with the like he's real mellow and raps very well, but he has more energy than Chilla, in my opinion. But I'm not gonna pick one. The fans win with that battle. Pass versus New Jersey Twerk. The fans win with that battle. So it's a win-win situation. Big K versus Tay Rock. I'm going Tay Rock. I'm going Tay Rock. Like, don't get me wrong. Big K, he's battled Coach Corleone recently, A Ward, Mook, Rex, and the performances have been they've been good. They've been good. Tay Rock's battle, A Ward, Loso, Bill Collector. What was his Tay Rock battle? That's all I can think of as of right now in the high school battles. So it's like They both have battled really good talent. It's really like we know Rock gonna go in a gun bar, rapid punch up. Will Rock hit an AMG mode on him though? Possibly. Possibly hit an AMG mode with him with this. And Big K, we just never know. Cause I wanna know what is his approach gonna be with Tay Rock. You know, especially with the energy they had with the face off and everything. Like, what's it gonna be? That's gonna be my thing. What's it really gonna be? But I'm going Tay Rock to beat Big K. If Big K gets the win, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. That means they had a dog fight. Like whichever one of them wins, it's going to be a dog fight. You're not going to just clearly win. You're not going to just clearly win unless one of y'all chokes, and that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. So it's not going to be like if one of y'all, whoever clearly wins rounds, we not talking about Edge and clearly wins the rounds. I'm going Tay Rock, but I'm not mad if Big K wins. And it's going to be one of those type of matchups that it's going to be very close. It's going to be very close. Hopefully, day two is just as lively and exciting as day one was. You know, pull up with me at the end because I guess they're starting at the same time. They started like 4 yesterday. So hopefully they started 4 today. And probably, if not later tonight, I got the recap tomorrow. Tomorrow, probably sometime in the evening, I got the recap for day two. Also, tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Talks with Jay has BMG's own Rex Ruger. We're going to talk to him, chop it up. He got a battle coming up on Gates of the Garden for Lockdown 4 on August 31st. So we're going to chop it up with him and see everything that's going on with him. So y'all tune in. Tune in tomorrow with me. Hopefully I got time to do Mass Day 2 recap. And then at 6, y'all tune in for Talks with Jay with Rex Ruger. Salute to y'all that